Shalom. Let's start out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Citations to the Philet, this person's truth across the four corners of the earth and all faith, truth, and sincerity. I'm a one abide, back when I said. I just want to go into about, just going to how the so-called, you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Israelites, put y'all trust in this wicked system, America, Babylon the Great. You put your trust in voting for Donald Trump or constantly voting for these, presidents, whoever, you trust in, to help your situation, where it may be, to make things better, whatever, right? But every time you put your trust in, and I'm talking about you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Israelites, every time you put your trust in these presidents, whoever that you vote for, it always don't never go your way that you want it. They these presidents, whoever, they don't keep their promise. They lie in your face, say, hey, vote for me. I can make this, things better for you. I can make your pay wage go up, or whatever it may be, I can make things better, in your community, or whatever it may be, right? Turn around and get in office, they ain't doing shit for you. They backstab you, lying in your face, didn't keep their promise. And now with the situation with Trump in office, so-called Negro, Latino, natives that did vote for Trump, you seen what's going on, what he's doing. He don't give a damn about you so-called Negro, Latino, natives. You see what's going on, with the ICE raids and, what's going on right now. The hate. This is hate towards you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Israelites. This ain't love towards you. It's hate. And overall, like I say, the Lord Yahweh is in control. He bringing judgment down on 2/3 Israelites. You gotta keep that in mind. 2/3 Israelites is gonna face their judgment by the Lord Yahweh. Those that didn't listen to the apostles and elders, great millstone, to put the truth out. They scoff, laugh, and then take it serious. Then repent or worshiping other deities and other gods that the Lord Yahweh hates. He had that judgment coming down on 2/3 Israelites. But you see the outcome. You see what's going on right now, that you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans keep on trusting in a system, or trusting in another a man, that's in the office of president or whatever. You trust in the other gods, you worship other gods, deities that lawyer hates, instead of coming back to your true power, which is the Lord Yahweh and repenting and acknowledging the wisdom and understanding of the word of the Lord Yahweh, and acknowledging the wisdom and understanding of the word of the Lord Yahweh that the apostles and the elders, brother, and great millstone are pushing and teaching. But instead you rather mock and laugh and not take it. You say, oh, fuck that, or you might say, you're not taking it serious, you're not repenting, you don't believe. So what's happening now? We're in the times of what trouble? Jacob's trouble, the time of war. It's not a time of peace, we in those times right now. But a lot of Jake out here still partying, bullshitting. You so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Israelites are partying, bullshitting around, and you think it's a game. It's not a game. It is getting, we in serious times. Especially in the time Lord Yahweh bringing judgment down on the house of Israel, or the Israelites. So, if you're not spiritually aware of what's going on around you, you're not paying attention, you're not aware of your surroundings, you're just careless, hey, you're going to face what you got to face if you're not prepared. You can't be out here careless no more these days. Especially you women. You're still out here fucking around, thinking it's a game. You just, walking around, not paying attention to your surroundings, or, you're just doing what you want to do, think everything is sweet. But it's not. You know, we in the times of, hey, these devil Edomites, they snatching up whoever, right? You got the situation that happened that's going on in D.C. They said 34 women, black women, have been found dead or kidnapped or dead by now, around the area, dead or kidnapped. Hangings happening of men, Latinos and blacks, Negro Latinos, that I've been hearing right now. I know ones, I think two is in Colorado, something like that, somewhere in Colorado. And, I think somewhere else, forgot where else, but, things are happening. In America, by and large, it's like it's everywhere, right? So that go to show you that if you're not in a serious mindset of what's going on around you, peeping what's going on around you, not being, not being sound minded in these times, especially in the spirit of Lord Yahweh Shai. If you're not in the spirit, Lord Yahweh Shai, or Lord Yahweh Shai, what's going on around you, to pick things off like, yeah, I see, hey, get your mind right, get right, get ready, they could probably, come in, whatever it might be, watch out for things that you gotta watch out for. You seen those things that look suspicious, or you seen somebody acting weird. Be prepared to fight back, because that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? These folks ain't playing no games no more out here. These damn eating my devil crackers, man. You got some sellout jakes too, but I say these mostly damn devil Edomites, man. They hate you, so-called Negro, Latino natives. The Edomites, so-called white people, red people, Edomites hate y'all, man. So that's that's the times that we're in. But hey, I'm gonna start off with Isaiah 31. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. So woe means destruction. So destruction on to, like 2/3, Israelites got to, get their judgment. So woe to those, woe to them, Israelites, those that trust in this wicked system of the so-called white man's world, that trust in America, Babylon the Great, because you see, you believe and want to run Trump, whoever, for help, instead of calling upon the name of Lord Yahweh Shai for help, praying to the Lord Yahweh Shai for help. Trusting the Lord, for protection and guidance, and understanding, and so forth. But you rather run the Trump to the damn devil Esau Edomites, who is your enemy. You rather be alongside the so-called white man, red devil Edomites, instead of trusting in the power of Lord Yahweh Shai. Coming to the wisdom, knowledge, understand that you're an Israelite. Listen to the apostles of Elzenberg, great brother, great mister, and had the truth and word of Lord Yahweh Shai. You rather scoff and mock and laugh, of the truth, instead of taking it serious. And so you seek not the Lord. So I'm gonna go to this verse. Matter of fact, now I'm going to the next. I'm gonna go to Isaiah 31. So I got Isaiah 31. Woe to the rebellious children that self the Lord, that take. Read it again. Woe to the rebellious children, self the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. So destruction to the rebellious children, which are the Israelites. You so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Israelites. That are being rebellious. You know what I'm saying? Not out here doing wickedness that the Lord Yahweh Shai hates. I'm not saying worship other gods and deities and putting your trust in Donald Trump, and the Lord Yahweh Shai sees and sees everything. He hears and sees everything. So he bringing down judgment on 2/3 Israelites, man, and that's what's happening. Only the elect of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Israelites is gonna have the hedge of protection for Lord Yahweh Shai. But the rest, hopefully I'm part of Rashi. Hopefully Lord Yahweh Shai have mercy upon me. But 2/3 Israelites, hey, it's what it is. You had to face that judgment. You know, like I say, you trust not. You doing wickedness, being careless out here or whatever, not paying attention. You know, and doing things that Lord Yahweh hates. Judgment coming down, man. That's the times we in. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, y'all taking covering. Y'all. You want to be under. You know what I'm saying? The so-called white man Esau, my system. And believe what they say. Trust in they laws or whatever. But now you're seeing that these laws and that's being passed by Donald Trump in office is not for you. So-called Negro, Latino, Native American Israelites. It's against you. It's not for your benefit. So, you just adding sin to sin. You know what I'm saying? You're doing all these wickedness out here. You're just adding sin to sin. You're not repenting to the Lord Yahweh Shai, So, a lot of you rebellious Israelites are finna catch a lot of death and destruction upon you, man. That's what's happening, man. It is what it is. It's the word of the Lord. It's the scriptures. You got the bitter. You got the sweet and got the bitter. Everything always gonna be talked about. It's gonna be all, you have the apostle Ellsberger minister on to say, you're gonna get the kingdom and everything and this and that. But before that, before you get the kingdom and all the goods and that come with it and all this and that, what's got to happen first? The bitter, right? What comes with the bitter of it, the bitterness of it. You got to deal with. Which we know those times, though. Hey, if you really believe in Lord Yahweh Shai, you're gonna keep the faith and keep fighting. And you're gonna do what what you need to do to get the kingdom, to be delivered and have mercy by Lord Yahweh Shai in these times. Because like saying, with the builder, you gotta deal with the builder, man, of it. And to get the good, of the promise that Lord Yahweh has. You gotta deal with, losses and pains and sufferings. That's the times that we're in, and that's for the elect, But you have Jake out here, like say 2/3 Israelites. They don't want to deal with that builder. They want they want to hear everything gonna be okay. They want that sweet. They want they don't want to deal with the builder. But those that believe Lord Yahweh Shai, the elect, they the elect know the apostle Ellsberger, Mr. Man, Lord that had the truth. They know you got to deal with the sweet and you got to deal with the sweet and the bitter. Of the word of the Lord Yahweh Shai, you walking his walk in his faith and truth. It is what it is. But it's all about you getting through it, right? Getting through the bitter part of it. And staying strong, when, it don't look like, hey, there's a way out of your situation, where it may be. But if you continue to trust Lord Yahweh Shai and believe in Lord Yahweh Shai and praying to Lord Yahweh Shai for mercy and deliverance and just, hopefully, we have mercy and deliver you out of your situation, That's on the way, If if the Lord gonna have mercy, He gonna deliver you out. You're that number, I got you. Lord Yahweh Shai, He gonna have your back. The elect back, the elect of the Israelites. But 2/3, hey, if you're that 2/3 number, just he ain't got your back. And you gonna be destroyed. And you're gonna be, Lord Yahweh Shai gonna death and destruction will come upon 2/3 Israelites. And I say you down, and Edomites saying, they ain't gonna get away. They're not gonna get away either. You red devil Edomites, so-called white people red, you red devil Edomites ain't gonna get away. What y'all doing too, the wickedness and all the things y'all, the evil things y'all doing. Y'all not gonna get away. But next verse, Isaiah 32, that walk to go down to Egypt and have not asked that in my mouth, to strengthen himself in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So yeah. So like I said, Israelites, 2/3 Israelites, you keep, hoping that, whoever y'all vote in is gonna help you. And you put your strength and trust in, modern day Pharaoh, I say Donald Trump, these presidents, whoever, you'll elected officials or the government, the system. You put your trust in the shadow of these, America, Babylon the Great, modern day Egypt. You know, hey, what is it gonna be, right? And go to the next verse. Isaiah 33. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, man. It's gonna be a shame. You seeing it now. Y'all so-called Negro, Latino, Native Israelites, they voted this man, and y'all seen what's going on. You seen the outcome, and it's gonna get worse than what you seen. This just starting right now. This brewing up to be something that's gonna be. It's gonna get chaotic out here, bro. You gonna see dead bodies in the streets. You gonna see things. You know what I'm saying? You walking out your front door, man. It's going crazy outside of your front door. Some of it already happening right now. You got ICE, and some of them ain't ICE officials. Some of these bounty hunters are pretending to be ICE. Well, that's being reported now. And I say, you got a situation where it was some Jake. I gotta say, they were trying to get some Haitians, which are the tribe of Levi. But I think it been mistaken for the black American, a black American. They was trying to get which are Judah. But but that goes to show you, hey, we know it's times of judgment. But like I say, them Haitians, the blacks, in that community, the Haitians or the Judites that was in there, and that video was fighting, was beating them ISIS cops, whoever they was, the ISIS or pretend to be whatever, because you gotta be careful, because you don't know they really ICE or they pretending to be. You don't know they really ICE officials or they pretending to be that, So that's why you saw what they them Jake Southern Kingdom, you know what I'm saying? Might been Haitian and Judah been the same, and they said fuck, they start fighting the police, But that's the times that we in, the ICE people, whatever, you know what I'm saying, deportation people. So that's what you seeing, man. Hey, we in those times, hey, it's gonna get ugly out here, man. It's gonna get real serious, man. It's gonna be motherfuckers just, these motherfuckers pulling up, on you and trying to snatch you and take you somewhere, Yeah, man, it's some real serious times, man. All hell could break loose out here. Things get shut down, So things could get really wild out here, man. As the rest of this year and time, that we in is going, going right now. Just gotta see how things play out, but it's not looking good, and it's not gonna be good for you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Israelites. For 2/3, for the most part, Israelites. But the elect, hey, the Lord Yahweh got your back, So, me, myself, first and foremost, all about it. Just believe in Lord Yahweh Shine, stay in the spirit of Lord Yahweh Shine, just keep praying and hope that Lord Yahweh Shine, have mercy and deliver you out your situation or the times that we in. But that's how serious it is, But like I say, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, like, hey, America, Babylon Great, Egypt, which is modern day Egypt, this captivity, is your confusion, because you think that, oh man, I thought Trump's gonna help us. No, Trump is not helping y'all. None of these so-called red people, red devil Edomites don't give a damn about you. Like I said, they constantly lie to your face, man. And then they get up in their office or they get into that power, the position of power, and they don't do nothing for you. Or they might do a little bit here and there, but it's not what they really, was promised what they was gonna do. They do a little something to shut your mouth for a while, but then you still in a predicament of y'all ain't got no help, no aid, no benefit, nothing. When y'all need it from the president or your officials, or elected officials, whatever. Because you put your trust in them, in the president or your elected officials instead of not putting your trust in the Lord Yahweh Shah. or repenting of your ways. The things that you're doing, the wickedness that the Lord Yahweh hates. But let's say next verse. Okay, now I'll go to Isaiah 30:12. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because you despise his word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. So like I was saying, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, like 2/3 Israelite, they despise the word of Lord Yahweh that the apostles Ellsberg, Redmond Stone teach and push. They trust in the oppression of the so-called white man. What they say, Donald Trump, what he's speaking, the saying, what he gonna promise them, what it may be, but it's not for your benefit. It's not gonna help you, And y'all want to stay there. Y'all want to stay. Y'all want to Stockholm syndrome. You got Jake out there. That Stockholm syndrome mindset, man. Old massa. Oh man, I believe in her. I still got that old massa mindset, man. You still want to trust in the so-called white man, eat my devil, man. They ain't doing shit for you, man. You rather be under the the red damn devil that their forefathers and so forth hanged and beat and whipped you, and now you got Donald Trump in office and he talking about make America great again. What you mean by that? In what way? And what I'm saying, Jake out here think that it's gonna be like going back in the times when things was how they used to how it used to be as far as like just want to go backwards. Basically, they want to stay in the ways of under the ways of America's system, man. They want to be keep working a 9 to 5, breaking your damn back and work for minimum wage and paying all these damn taxes, paying these taxes to these damn devils, and they getting richer and you still poor. You still at the bottom. You still struggling. I hate fucking niggas like that. I hate motherfuckers Stockholm syndrome niggas, man. Coon ass niggas, man. I hate them motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? You kind of hate them. You kind of hate them more than the Edomites in a way, but I say you hate them both. I'm just saying, because you fucking hate a motherfucker that you siding with the fucking enemy, man. And then when the motherfucker goddamn backstab you, I should never goddamn trust you, goddamn devil. Yeah. And you gonna see it, and you so-called Negroes, you know what I'm saying? Y'all seeing the Northern Kingdom getting taken and taken away and put in these back in these vans and in these camps. They're getting kicked off they're getting killed off in the camps too. And then situation where they're getting shackled and put it on a cargo plane, from what I'm hearing, seeing, people saying that they are, getting dumped in the ocean and find washed up in another country. That's what this is what you trust in, and you want to trust in the damn devil that hates you. You want to side with the enemy, and this is what you're gonna get. And not trusting the Lord Yahweh Shai. Judgment will come down 2/3 Israelites, man, with the mindset of a goddamn coon mindset, man. Stay in that fucking coon Stockholm syndrome mindset, man. And I say blacks, saying, I was talking all that, about the Mexicans and this and that, Latinos, they ain't got nothing to do with us, You don't understand that the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Israelites, we are oppressed. We are oppressed. The 12 tribes are oppressed together. We're dealing with the same common situation. You got the same common enemy. But you got those, like I said, you got 2/3 Israelites. You got those sellouts, man. They want to side with it down. Edomite devil, man, instead of not going along with it. Y'all know this shit ain't right, but you rather go along with it. Or they laws where they push, it ain't right. But you rather being your monkey suits and jumping around and laugh and giggling and shit, and you think this shit a game, and trusting these damn devils, hey, it's gonna be on to your shame what you're seeing now. When they turn their back on you, backstab you. And when the Apostle Elzebub Redmond Stone told you these things that was gonna happen and forewarned you of, and now it's happening. It's gonna get way much worse than what you see now. You think you're seeing something or hearing something, what's going on now. Wait till just really hit your front door. Wait till it's at your fucking front door. What you gonna do then? Huh? Who you gonna call on then? So hey man, but let me go next verse. And it's a serious time that we in. And I said, me myself foremost, I said, yeah, just hold Lord Yahweh have mercy upon me. Cause what's about to go down as we go forward, it's not gonna get no better, man. It's gonna get real ugly out here, man. But Isaiah 30:13, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in the high wall, whose breaking comes suddenly at the instant. So yeah. So you like I say, you so-called Negro Latino Israelites, you sellouts, especially sellout Israelites that trust in this system, it's gonna come down on your head, man. The Lord Yahweh gonna come down in America, Babylon Great, destroy this, man. He gonna finna rock this motherfucker, man. Excuse my language, but he finna rock him. He finna bring his wrath and great destruction upon America, Babylon Great. Whether that be by a storm, these storms have been intense lately, man. These thunderstorms, these tornadoes, and you're in hurricane season. And I'm telling you, what I'm saying? Lord could send a strong hurricane. You never thought it'd be this, it's gonna come through America and wipe out a lot of shit. It's gonna kill a lot of people, destroy things because of the Lord's anger. Before ultimately he makes his glorious return. And then ultimately, like I said, those thumbing and then finally, I will get to that. But like I said, the Lord Yahweh gonna bring down. You seeing it now. You seeing the fall of Babylon the Great, but it's finna come to a point where this shit over with. It's over with now, but it's finna be like, damn, shit ain't no point on no return. When shit stop really happening, chaos in the streets, shit shutting down, military troops everywhere in the streets. In America, shit locked down, lack of food, people losing their minds. We in those times as we go forward. Ain't no turning back, man. The prophecies of Lord Yahweh and that the apostles Elzebub Remington push and teach and forewarn you. Hey, the words of the Lord is not gonna turn back. He's not a man that should lie. It's gonna come to pass, and we in those times of it right now, man. In those times you see this place, America, Babylon the Great is going down to it's going down. It's going downhill, man. And Trump talking about making America, Babylon the Great again. Please. Hey, Trump doing what he got to do. What the Lord Yahweh want him to do. He's in full control. Hey, go ahead and do that. Hey, do what you got to do. Make this happen. Lord Yahweh, the Lord Yahweh, excuse me. The lawyer, however, is in control. He want Trump to make this happen, make it happen. Come on. So you can bring the judgment. They're gonna bring the judgment down hard on these damn devil Edomites, man. They're gonna come down. They're gonna go down with a hard fall too. They high and prideful, and they're gonna come down hard. The lawyer gonna bring them down hard. They being proud and puffed up. Think that nobody can stop them. Not knowing Lord Yahweh, he gonna make his return. He gonna bring them down. The angels. So I'm gonna go to I'm gonna end off of this. And because I ain't gonna make this too long. This is Ecclesiastes 5:7. Make no terror to turn to the Lord, and putting out off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and thy security shall be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. So yeah, man. So hey, make no terror, turn to the Lord Yahweh Shai, man, and put him off from day to day. And you got Israelites that do that, man. You know, they hear the word and know the truth, but they keep on, they don't believe, they keep, you know, don't believe what the Apostle Ellsberg, you know what I'm saying? They take it as a joke. But then like suddenly for the wrath of the Lord come forth. And then that security, when you think everything's okay, you think, oh man, you know, everything's America's okay, but not knowing, and that's how the Lord gets you. He gets you, everything's okay. Everything seems all right, you know, everything's on the up and up, and then boom, disaster happens. Destruction comes about. And I think we're gonna have a lot of people out here perish, man. And the vengeance of the Lord, you know, the day of vengeance of the Lord, y'all watch some shot, man. When he brings wrath and destruction upon America, Babylon the Great, man. You know. So, you know, we in those times, you know, and you know, just hey, like I say again, me myself first and foremost, and those that believe Lord Yahweh and continue to believe Lord, keep it believing Lord Yahweh, keep praying to Lord Yahweh for mercy and deliverance in these times, and hey, you know, that's all I can really, you know, hope for, man, that you be part of their elect number to have mercy and deliverance by Lord Yahweh in these times, man, you know. So with that, I ain't gonna make it too long. So again, I'd like to bow praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Elshai, Bahashem, Kakadash, to the apostle elders, to the sister brothers, to the few Akwaf.